Welcome to the Raff and Raff Rant. I'm Raff.
And I'm Raff. We're Raff.
Raff Farispo of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're going to rant. We're going to match report. We're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about topics. You leave comments and we'll read your comments out. Question.
All right. Quick stats.
Yes. Throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're going to call the Beast of the Match.
Who's beasting it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
Follow us on Facebook. Raffaele Rispo, Ralph Pizarro. Twitter at RaffaNapoli83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is going to be a show for you guys too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. You know, were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
And good evening, everybody. My name is Raff Pizarro. With me, of course, is Rafa Rispo. How you doing today, Rafa?
I'm doing all right. How are you? What's going on?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm, hanging in. Back at it tomorrow, the big game, Napoli Juve. Wanted to come by, speak with the fans a bit, have a little pregame rant, some predictions maybe, a little bit of hooting and hollering. I feel like this is a big one.
This is a big one. Tomorrow is more than just a cup, It's for everything that's been going on this season with, Napoli not making it to Turin, the rescheduling, the trash talking between the two fan bases, the issues between presidents and what have you, and we're finally ready to have the official kickoff match of the season, which is usually the Super Coppa, but January 2021 will produce a 2020 Super Cup winner, but it's going to be fun. A trophy is a trophy, and we have to go all out to win it. And because it's Juve, it's that much more important to win it for Napoli fans.
Definitely. So for all you viewers out there right now, get in on the rant. What are you thinking? What are your predictions? Who do you want to see start? Whatever, send it out. Let us know. I finally made it. Well, here you go, John B in the house. I finally made it out on the drive home. Now this is dedication, ladies and gentlemen. Now this right here, top fan. Thank you, John B. John Butcher from the Butcher from the Calcio Napoli Club. He's in here.
Welcome, my man.
Johnny.
What's going on,
buddy?
Thank
you so much. Thank you, coming through. But yeah, get in on the action, guys.
Be careful on the drive, my man. Be careful on the drive.
No, he pulled over. He did the right thing, Rafa. He pulled over for us. I'm honored.
He has us in his ears. He has us in his ears, right?
Yeah, there you go. We're here, and you're here with us, John. Nice to see you. Shout out to everybody else. Rafa, I'm sorry, but before we move forward, is that a Napoli track jacket that I see on?
It sure is, my friend.
All right, so I'm not going crazy. I knew it was a Nike. Is that? No, hold on. Wait a minute. Dude, first of all, it's a Nike. So this got to be an original. Is this like circa 1990? There, a little spin for me. There you go. If Rafa Rispo, if you twerk it, it's a wrap. We're going to get tons of views.
I got the pants on too.
Okay. Oh, all right. The whole set.
I'm not twerking. It's funny because I'm at work, obviously, and one of the girls here is like, "Look at you all Napoli'd out today."
Yeah.
I'm Napoli'd out every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Little does she know, but that is a full Nike tracksuit, authentic. Where'd you get it?
I got it at rbjerseys.com, baby.
The boys at RB.
Oh yeah, my friend. He was able to find it somewhere somehow with tags on still. So
so jealous.
Yeah, man. This is from the 1997-98 season, which was not the greatest of seasons for Napoli, but the Napoli Nike stuff, Yeah, man.
The gear was.
Listen, I'm a big Nike fan.
I know.
So for everybody's talking about how they wanted Napoli to go to Adidas or to change from Coppa to become a little more globalized. I say Napoli, go to Nike, dude. Roma's losing Nike this season. Let's do it.
They should come Come down south.
Might as well.
Come
dude.
down south, Nike.
Yeah,
Let's go. Bring it
come
here.
down south. The retro stuff that they put out, like the retro away jerseys or third alternate kits that they have put out for Roma and in the last couple seasons.
Things
Man,
are fire.
really,
I checked the other day.
Really fire, dude.
So fire. Check them out, guys. rbjerseys.com. But move on to the game, guys. Let's get this rant going. We got FNS. How's my Goombas doing? We're doing good, bro. I believe this is Nicholas. Hey, Goomba. The Goombas are doing good. How are you doing, man? What's your prediction, boys? Let's get this chat going. What's your prediction for tomorrow's game? Do we win? Do we lose? I mean, we know there's no draws, but how do you think we're going to come out? How do you think we're going to perform?
Who's going to be the asking player? Me that question? I'm
asking everybody. I ask everybody.
I don't know.
This is the pregame rant, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, let me hit you guys off with a couple facts. I know tomorrow Juve is going to be slightly depleted, right? There's 5 players not on the pitch. I got the names right here, Rafa. Just give me a second. I did have the names right here. So now Cuadrado, who's that other guy? Delegit. How do you say his name? Delegit to quit. Delict. All right. And Alexandro. Delict. Yeah. Watch your mouth. No, just kidding. And Alexandro still COVID positive, so they're not going to be eligible tomorrow to play. Dybala still nursing an injury, and I heard Demiral, another defenseman, might be out as well for tomorrow. Fabrotto supposedly on the list, however, not 100% according to Pirlo. So a few key players out for them. FNS hits us up 2-1 us. Good prediction. I mean, it seems like the general consensus have been for a Napoli win. I know Marco's going to be on tomorrow. It's going to be awesome from IFTV. Marco Messina going to be in the house with us post-game rant, right, Rafa? That was some big news.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. Marco, a good buddy of mine, and I was able to score him for the post-match tomorrow. Make sure that you at some point check in on him, and they will be doing at IFTV. They'll be doing during the match live programming. Right. So however you want to watch it while you're watching the game, you can throw them on too. My boy Bonetti and Donaldson will be doing the commentary on ESPN too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We get to catch up with Marco and see what he's doing and how he's doing, and we talk about the Super Coppa. And Juve's depleted, but I like what. Juve may be depleted, but I like what Gattuso said today. He came out today and he said that you can't really count Juve out at all, no matter what. Injuries or non-injuries, bad games or not. They rarely ever make a mistake twice in a row. And Napoli have to come out playing more than 110%. Right. You have to come out playing 125% if they want to win the Super Coppa, which I believe they do, man. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not the most spectacular trophy that team wants to win. But in order to get there, you have to win something to go. So it's an honor to play in the Super Coppa with the Coppa Italia winners or the Scudetto winners, and it's a trophy. It's another trophy. Napoli fans should not be fickle about, the trophies that are on offer. Let's go get it, and let's continue this roll and that we're on, and get to third, get to second place, hopefully. Win the Scudetto even. I'm not going to officially say we can, but we're not dead in the water yet.
No way.
Could always try. Listen, you try for the Scudetto and you get third, fourth, you still maintain your objective of getting back to the Champions League this season.
It's about keeping that winning mentality always. We understand you're not going to have, you may not win a trophy, but as long as the winning mentality is there, you'll always find some type of success. At the very least, you're on the pitch, giving it your all, and it's a nice. It looks good. If you want to be a top team, you got to look good on the field. Win or lose, you got to look good and you got to try. But I think I know it's a Super Coppa game, but I feel like the emotions are a little bit higher for this one, considering we didn't play them in October and that whole fiasco, which has since been put to bed by the CONI and the FIGC. So that whole issue is to bed. All right, let's just put that ASL issue to bed.
Done.
All right, we didn't play them October. Non-issue.
Right.
we're gonna make up those two games, but this is the first game we face Juve since the last the Coppa Italia Championship, right?
Last Coppa Italia final, yes, which ended 0-0 after regulation. 90 minutes. After 90 minutes, they went to penalty kicks because of COVID, because of the season had to get kick-started again. This time around, after 90 minutes, you get 30 minutes and then penalty kicks. So don't look for just straight penalties after this one. We will be going extra time if it ends. This is my buddy Christian. Best podcast of all time. C Bakes. Shout out to C Bakes. He does really good music too. He's up there with Quentin. Yeah. Maybe we can get him to rap on us too, buddy. He's a rapper. He's good. Why not? C Bakes.
All right. Maybe him and Quentin do a little collabo. That'll be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
John Boucher got Napoli winning 3-1. I'll take it. Even Marco yesterday on the show. I watched his show yesterday. Even called for a Napoli win as well. So he's a Juve fan.
When you think about it, yeah. See, but the thing is with Marco is he's an objective Juve fan, and that's why I really like to have him on here.
I like him.
There's going to be a little friendly banter. We'll banter with him friendly.
Of course.
But we're going to get real about the two teams. We're going to get real about the game. We're going to be real. And he's known for a couple of years that the Juve are on a decline, and that we have a lot of momentum going into this one. Bocho says he's in my camp where every trophy matters, and it does. It might not matter to Juve, and Juve might, laugh at us when it comes to winning the Super Coppa and us winning it, celebrating it as much as we will, and acting like we want a Scudetto. But Juve have 30. How many Scudetti? How many trophies? They've won European trophies. It's like I get it, I understand, but when you're a team, when you're a fan base like Napoli, you can't shun any opportunity to trophy.
Right.
Much less an opportunity to win a trophy against your main rival Juventus, and that's just the way it is. But as I was saying, Napoli ride in with the momentum of a 6-0 win against Fiorentina, 3 straight wins in a row in all competitions, 4 in our last 5, and Juve are not faring too well. They lost to Inter in a big match that they if they had won, they'd leapfrog Roma and us. And seriously contend for the Scudetto, and they couldn't do it. And, hey, you said it, please, but they're still Juventus. You can't knock it. It's still Cristiano Ronaldo out there.
Yeah, no, it's, both coaches were kind of humble towards one another. Obviously, Pirlo and Gattuso played with each other, and they have a tremendous respect. I'm sure they're friends, on and off the field.
Absolutely.
And Gattuso speaks, he spoke of Juve saying that they have changed their identity since the beginning of the season, and you cannot take them for granted. And I agree with him. Juve is a strong, tough team. You don't just sit back. They had a great game against Milan, and both those teams went to town on each other, man. And if that Juve shows up, we're gonna have a run for our money here. We're not gonna be able to sit back tomorrow at all. And
that's what's great. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
No. Well, I was just going to say that Pirlo speaks about our pace and our technique. So there is a mutual respect from both coaches, despite them knowing each other. There is a mutual respect against their opponents. In this case, one being Napoli, one being Juve. So I think it's a coin toss. I mean, we're favoring Napoli. Lots of people are favoring Napoli, but to me, it's still a coin toss, really. And
I would love to give a prediction, but I'm very superstitious when it comes to that stuff. I mean, I already do enough predicting in our Serie A podcast. Scudetto probably has predictions league. Forza Napoli sempre says Lazio celebrated that Roma win like they won the Scudetto. We have every right to celebrate the Super Coppa. Absolutely, but the Lazio-Roma derby is a very important derby too. So our rivalry with Juventus is not necessarily like a city derby or a big derby. It's a rivalry, that there's no doubt. More for Napoli than for Juve. Juve see Inter and Milan and Fiorentina even being bigger rivals than Napoli, but we have been the most consistent team over the last decade to challenge Juventus. Along with Roma, so to speak. Lazio have gotten, trophies. along with us, but Roma in the league with us too. But honestly, again, it's a big match. It's a big deal for Napoli fans. It's a big deal. And the coaches want to win as well. This is going to be Pirlo's
Sure.
first trophy opportunity. Gattuso has already tasted the
Right.
what am I
The Coppa
trying to say?
Italia
They've
last
already
year.
tasted victory with the Coppa Italia last year against
Juve.
So,
Coincidentally
no
too,
doubt
so.
Pirlo's going to want to win this one. You know what I mean?
Sure.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Do you think though, like again, what I was saying before, the fact that we haven't played him since the Coppa Italia last year, with that whole drama that happened in October up until basically like last week, we were kind of still dealing with that story. I think that even though despite this is not maybe, points for the Scudetto or anything, I think this is going to be a big morale booster or kind of like a painful experience for either the victor or the loser of that day. So no, it's not going to obviously contribute to any Scudettos or anything like that. Yes, it's a Super Coppa. However, I feel like this time it's a little bit bigger than normal, and I think it has a lot to do with what happened, with the whole ACL and the COVID situation and not going to Torino. I think these two teams are going to want to get at each other a little bit and maybe possibly set up that precursor to the league games that come up. This is going to be a big bragging rights, big morale booster. It's going to count for something, and I think a lot of it has to do with the momentum that it could bring both teams, depending on the result.
Well,
I don't know. That's how I look at it.
You're right. We're about 3.5 weeks until the first Serie A match between Juve and Napoli. Now, whether it's going to be at the Maradona or at the Allianz Arena remains to be seen. So far, I've heard nothing about a confirmation on whether the first Serie A match between them in February on the 13th is going to be the Ritorno round, or are they going to play the round 3 first and then reschedule the Ritorno round? So if they do play the round 3, it'll be in Turin. But yeah, this will be a precursor to that. And what's a little bit more unique about this Super Coppa is that in Super Coppa's past, we've played this match in August to kick the season off, or more recently, we've played it in December, leading up to the Christmas break. So basically, you either have two teams that are, still kind of finding their identity for the season, putting their team together, or you have two teams in the middle of their season that are getting ready for a break. Now you have two teams that are in the middle of this compact schedule. You've got Serie A, now Coppa Italia has started. Now you have this match. And then right after this match, 3 days later, we have Verona in Serie A, and then Coppa Italia quarterfinals, and then semifinals are coming up, and then Europe starts, and there's no break. This is not the beginning, and this is not the middle where there's a break. This match is compact into the season. So we're going to see a lot of emotions running wild in this one, because you've got Napoli, who are chasing Champions League spots and hope possibly a Scudetto race. And you've got Juventus, who really need to get their stuff together and get back up there. Now, if Juventus were to lose this match, even though it's not a league match and even though there's no implication in the standings, you're still going to be in third place, Napoli, and Juve are still going to be where they're at after this match is done, regardless of who lifts the trophy. But you're really going to get to see like the best of the two in a Super Coppa. And I don't think you've ever seen that in a Super Coppa before. So that's why I think that this one is so unique, and I can't wait for it. No, I'm
really looking forward to it. After, it's been a tough year with all the COVID and all the issues that all these teams had to deal with, whether it be from injury, COVID, or what have you. It's just been tough. All the international duties, these packed schedules, these crazy things just going on. It's really been challenging for all these teams to just go with the flow. And Pirlo has been challenged so much between injuries and COVID. Same goes to Gattuso. And I know the Juventini are on this big emotional high, after 9 cups and all the success that they've been experiencing over the past 10 years in Italy. But they've been having a bit of the struggle this year. And again, that whole Napoli, that whole game issue with the COVID thing, I really feel like put a bit of bitterness, especially amongst the tifosi. We all know the smash talking that was going on. That's okay. Sure. Again, I'm cool for banter. Chill with some of it, but I'm cool with the banter. And I think this is going to be some serious bragging rights and a big, again, like I said before, just a big morale booster. To Christopher Estrada, Napoli coming back. We got to fix up some technical stuff, but I promise you it will be back soon. FNS writes, I think Zielinski will have a very influential performance tomorrow. He better. I'll tell you that much. He better.
Absolutely.
Everybody who hits that field tomorrow needs to perform. I don't care, because this is like a little antipasto before we really face them in the league. Everybody got to be on their P's and Q's. I'm not sure if Martinez gets playing time tomorrow, but
I think he will. I'm not too sure that Petagna is going to start this one. I think they're going to go with Martinez to start. Petagna is with the squad, so there was a lot of rumor and talk that he might be, out because of a little knock that he picked up.
Knock, right? Yeah,
but it looks like he's made it. And if he does start, I don't see him playing most of the match. I think he'll play maybe 55 minutes and then make way for Mertens. But I really do believe Mertens starts. But back to the Zielinski point, that he'll be very influential. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. What was your question?
No. I mean, because here's the deal, and we'll get to Zielinski. I promise. We're gonna get to Zielinski, but I think the big question here, right here with Christopher Estrada, is FNS says I think Mertens will start. Now I'm a little bit back and forth with this, because if you saw the last game, he came in for a few minutes. He tweaked his ankle a bit again. He started limping even after the game. He was fighting through that pain. I wasn't crazy about Gattuso putting him in, only because it was raining. I know that the pressure was off. We were winning. So it wasn't like Martins had to go in there and try to change the game. I think it was more like get on the field, see how you feel, et cetera, et cetera. But I think we got a Juve fan in. I'm not going to put your message on here, but it's all right.
No, put it up. I want to see
all
it.
Right, fine. Forza Juve, Tommy says.
Tommy Egan, Forza Juve. Tommy Egan is a friend
democratic
of mine.
in here. All right.
Tommy Egan is a friend of mine. He knows his knees are knocking for tomorrow. I asked him if he'd be willing to place a wager on tomorrow's match, and he said absolutely not. No way. Are you crazy?
No way.
What are you nuts?
What's the matter, Tommy? Tommy, no faith in your team.
He's scared. He said there's no way. He's gonna do it. Even though he can watch it.
$10.
No. Tommy's a good dude. Tommy's a good dude, but he's a newbie when it comes to this stuff. He's a noob. He picked you because you know why.
They need a new coach. You're not not doing it for you, Tommy.
So
you better be here tomorrow for Marco.
Tommy thinks they need a new coach. He doesn't like Pirlo as the manager. I agree with him. I mean, I love Pirlo. I love what he's done for Italy, and I love the guy.
I got it. Rafa, I'll split this with you.
He knows what I'm going to say next. No, he knows what I'm going to say next.
What are you going to, what? $25. Let's go. I'll split it. 50. All right. It's 50. Too rich for my blood. It's COVID times. Can we leave it at 25? I mean,
it is COVID time. No.
That pays a month of our.
You're right.
All right, listen. If you take the 25, Rafa, I will split this with you. I'll split this wager, $12.50 each, and we'll go up against Tommy. I'm in.
All right, I'll accept 25.
I'm in.
Unless he says yes to 50 in the next couple seconds, I'll accept the 25. Let's do it.
All right, I'll still put in $12 if it's 50.
Okay. All right. No problem.
Okay.
Consider that.
I'm in.
Consider that a bet. 25.
No, we're not scared here, Tommy. We want it. I want it. He wants it.
Scared? I'm telling you 50. Let's go 50.
Get your boy here.
You don't want to go 50.
Get your boy here,
Tommy, Royal Rumble. We're doing it. I'll even let them do the drawing for the Royal Rumble. You guys can do it, and I'll trust you. How about that? Royal Rumble. Let's do it. Where are you at?
Christopher Estrada writes in about Mertens. It's kind of risky playing him because he just recovered from injury. Only played 20 minutes last. He looked like he was trying his best, but couldn't. Just my point of view. And it's a good point of view, Christopher, because even Gattuso said that he's really gritting his teeth in the practice and playing through his pain. And again, he did tweak his ankle. Go look. And, I don't want to risk it anymore. Now, I would love to have Mertens playing, but if that's going to mean risking him for another 2 weeks, I say no. I say put out Petagna. Let him do his thing, or anybody else for that matter. I don't put Lozano up front again like he did last time. That worked out.
I'd rather Lozano on the wings, man. I think Lozano's great on the wings.
So do I, but if you don't have a choice.
But you're right.
If you don't have a choice.
Listen, you can put Politano on the right there with Insigne and have Lozano start. It could be a possibility. It depends on what's going on with Petagna. I don't think.
I'm just going to have some fun with Tommy here today.
All right, Tom.
King Renal.
All right,
you better
Tom,
hope so.
Enough of you.
You better hope so.
Enough of you, dude.
Better hope so. Better hope he shows up.
He needs to show up. He hasn't showed up in a little bit.
So Di Lorenzo's going to shut him down again. Go watch the last Coppa Italia, what Di Lorenzo did to Ronaldo.
Shut him down.
Shut him down, dude. So
well, okay. So what I'm thinking is that it's so difficult. It's so difficult to read right now. That position is such
We're starting Twitter beef, bro. What up, Giuseppe? Giuseppe D'Angelis, co-founder.
Don't take it personal, Giuseppe. Don't take it personal. He's a good dude.
Yeah. Tommy's in the crew. We know Tommy. We like Tommy.
He's a good dude.
And plus, we got a bet. We got a bet going.
Oh yeah, we have a friendly bet, 25.
Anyway, wait, look what Greg says. Did you see this? I'm sorry, Raff. We got to get before. This is big. I say don't take it.
I decline.
That's never happened.
I decline. Greg is delusional. Greg is in that same camp with Tommy up there. So Greg and Tommy are. I used to work with them. I used to cut hair with them. We used to be partners in a barbershop called Major League Barbers up a little bit further north from here. And we've sort of branched away, but we're still very close friends, and I love those guys very much. Greg is a piece of crap. He and I were doing a wrestling podcast together before COVID and all that stuff. But we're very close friends. Greg is absolutely delusional if he thinks I'm wagering my hair. It's never happening. Absolutely not.
So
you can call me any name in the book.
Tony,
the hair's not coming off.
Tommy, look where you started here, Tommy. You opened up Pandora's box, but again, I love it. That's what this is about. To the Juve fan out there, your team is better off if they got rid of Pinaldo instead of Sarri.
Nah,
that's Tony says his opinion.
Well, let's roll on that. Juve, for me, with Pirlo and without Ronaldo, are a bang average club at best. I don't think that they're good at all without Ronaldo in their squad.
Okay.
You saw what was going on before the match that he came back from COVID, and I believe it was against Spezia where they were down, or was it Crotone where they were down 1-0, and Ronaldo comes out in the second half and boom, 4-1. It's just
he's still
not
one of the best players in the world.
He really is. There's no denying it. He makes any team better. He makes this Juve better. So I'm gonna disagree with Tony when it comes to Ronaldo. But I absolutely agree that they should have kept Sarri instead of Pirlo. I think Sarri in this season might have been able to fix it. Again, you need a little bit of time to integrate your plan. And Sarri had 3 years in Napoli, and look what he did with Napoli. If he had a couple more years with Juve, I really think that the Juve would be better, especially with players like Kenny, Kulusevski, Chiesa. Come on, dude! It's definitely leadership. I think Tommy's right when it comes to that. They jumped the gun on the manager.
Right. Sarri ball seems like something that you really have to adapt into, and once it gets going, and you saw what Napoli did.
Sure.
I mean, we were the anti-Juve that year.
When Sarri started his career with Napoli, we weren't the best looking team at all, and then it clicked.
And then just
it clicked in that season, but then we got better and better. Without Higuain, we got better and better. Look at that. So FNS says, would you guys feel more secure about our attack if Osimhen was playing? Absolutely 100%, 1,000% yes.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer for this one.
No-brainer.
Now, hold on.
The space and creativity that he has adds to the team.
Well, hold on here. Let me go a little further on this question. Now, are we talking about a healthy Ozinhem that didn't get injured, or Ozinhem, like this is the first game back for Ozinhem? Because I think there's a difference. There's two different Ozinhems at that point. One that was healthy and who's continuing to grow with the team and creating all this chemistry and getting better and better and better. And then there is the injured Ozinhem that comes back onto the field and quite possibly might have a little bit of trouble on the out there.
Okay, but but his injury was a shoulder injury. When he comes back,
but it's been 3 months.
Fine. It's like you said it yourself. Yeah, but Ralph.
But at this point now, I'm worried.
But before he started with Napoli, he had been sitting for what 6 or 7 months because he didn't get to play until October with Napoli and in meaningful, late September in meaningful Serie A matches, and the last time he played before that, any single football at all, was mid-March when France's Ligue 1 had to sit down. And so Luca, sup, cuz. Oh, that's my cuz, Gianluca.
That's your cuz. Got the family now. What up?
The family's in. The friends and the family are in. That's what it's all about.
Love it, man. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming in. Quentin's in the house. Here, Quentin. Yo, Quentin, I don't know when you came in. If you're watching this, we may got a collabo going on with you and who was it? Was it Christopher? No. Who was it? Rafa. Your home. Christian.
FNS.
Christian Baker.
Christian.
Christian Baker. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
music
collab. Set something up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might have a collab going, Quentin. All right. Stay tuned for that. We're gonna talk later. Yeah. Quentin set up something special for us tomorrow. Quentin set up something special for tomorrow for pregame, for the pregame ticker, noon exclusive for tomorrow. I'm not going to say no more, but come in pre-show. It's going to be awesome. He's working. He's been working for like 3 days on this. I swear, maybe longer. And he works hard to get us something nice. So come check it out. Tommy E game. What we got? He says hi. Just showed up. Sounds good.
So back
Christian
to
Estrada.
What were we talking about? Yeah. Oh, no, go ahead.
Let's move it. We got another question from Christopher. Do you guys think we need to make any transfers before it ends pretty soon? Probably.
For this season?
Maybe
season, I would like to get another like a left back. Emerson Palmieri is my guy. Palmieri is my guy. If not Emerson Palmieri, I'd like to go for DiMarco from Kiev, Hellas Verona.
That was another name that got thrown around.
He was rumored. He's been thrown around there. I think he's a fantastic
even a Croatian kid,
young Italian. Yeah, and the Croatian kid, what was his name? You had his name.
Some with a V.
From Hadsplit, right?
Yes.
From Hadsplit. Yeah.
Yes. He's playing in Croatia right now. Right. Starts with a V.
I think they need help. Not Vlahovic. That's a Fiorentina player. No. I think any help on that side.
On the defense
would help us tremendously on the defense.
Necessary, yeah.
But don't look for much for this season. Look for more for next season.
Emerson, please. That'd be nice.
Emerson, please. Yes. Oh. Mm-hmm. Luca knows how much we love Emerson Palmieri, man. We talk about him all the time. Brazilian-born, Italian international. I understand there are not a lot of options over there on the left side for Italy, but he is a dynamic player. I don't think that he's being played correctly or being played enough at Chelsea. Frank Lampard is so with his team selection and all that. Right. But I think that Emerson would be fit just like a glove on this team. I think him and Di Lorenzo, it's a national team, Italian national team left and right back. Let's get it.
Bang. Joe Reese said, what about Firpo? Rafa, I'm going to leave this one to you.
Okay. Yeah. Junior Firpo from Barcelona. He was another name that we completely forgot about. We haven't said his name once on this show, but he is absolutely a great player for Barcelona. And he's available and we're interested. And if we were to get him, I think that would be a good move too. I don't know too much about him. I'd have to ask my buddy Gil, who's a big Barcelona Napoli fan. Barcelona, Napoli, Cruz Azul fan, but I'll ask him about it, and I'll have some more info for you guys on the next show, the next rant that we do, or maybe even a Tempo di Recupero. I can do a little spotlight on him or some sort of thing. But Junior Firpo would be a great name, and I would love to see like I said, any help in the back would be great for the season. Any help.
Right. Yeah, and we are, especially because we may be losing a couple of people over the summer, but I know right now immediately we do need help on that. I guess it's the right back where Di Lorenzo plays to back him up. It'll be nice if we can just buy Zaccagni so we can secure that, and then he'll come in for the summertime. Giuseppe said he heard Firpo would be a little pricey.
Firpo would be a little pricey.
I'm not sure about the numbers there.
Well, so
John
we're
Boccia writes
also
us
looking to sell.
Little score
go
update.
ahead,
Spezia Roma.
Oh my God,
Wow.
3-2, and now I was
Big
watching and it
eyes,
was
guys.
2-1. So Soflo, Luca, and I had exchanged text messages, and I said
There you
4-2
go.
Roma, and he said 3-2 Spezia. I told you, Cheese. My nickname's Cheese too. Told you, Cheese, and he is wow. Napoli Spezia quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia.
Yo,
If
what's going
that
on with
holds-
Spezia?
Dude,
What?
Spezia
Did they eat the burrata
out of their
too?
minds all of
What's
a
up
sudden.
there?
all of a
Dude.
sudden they're out of their minds. All of a sudden they're out of their minds.
Tommy writes, Morata will have a big game. Remember I said that. All right. Okay.
I
All right.
respect that. I respect that, Tommy. I respect that.
Sorry. Leave it on there. So see what happens. He better. Wow, 4-2
see.
Spezia now. Just, we're getting like live updates, guys. Thank you so much for hitting us up with
Get
this,
out
man.
of here. Roma
This is
unraveling
nuts,
at the
bro.
seams, dude.
What-
Roma unraveling
What is in the
at
water in
seams.
Spezia? Yo. Wow.
I got the score
I don't
right.
feel so
I just
bad
didn't
now.
Get the team right.
Shit, man. I don't feel so bad now about that loss, maybe. Like something's going on.
Unbelievable.
That team just found some
Spezia-
form.
Napoli have a chance to redeem themselves in the quarterfinals next Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
at Maradona. Napoli Spezia quarterfinal. That's unbelievable. You
That's
can't
gonna be
write
nice.
this season better. You can't
No,
write this
you
season
can't.
better.
My God, there's so much
I'm
drama,
telling you,
Rafa.
top to bottom, with the exception of maybe two teams in Serie A, are just so competitive, dude. So
3-1.
competitive this season.
So Tommy again says 3-1. This is a lot of fun here. 3-1 Juve.
All right.
I don't know, man.
25 says no.
25 says no. 12. 1250.
1250.
1250 says no. Yeah.
I'm excited for tomorrow, Rafi. I don't know about you.
I'm super excited. Super excited. I can't wait to watch it.
Super
It's finally
excited
a
for the
Napoli
Super
Juve
Coppa,
game.
baby.
Man,
Yep.
Super Coppa. And then we're going to have Marco at the post game. It's just going to be so much fun tomorrow.
Hey,
A lot
absolutely.
going on.
Um,
You got something?
I'm
You
gonna
got
run
no
off.
surprise for me, Rafa?
I'm gonna run off and unveil just one thing that I wanted to unveil. I'm gonna put together a little video to shout these guys out, but
Yeah,
I
Tommy.
just want to
eat
break this out since we're talking about the Super Coppa, folks. Okay, I'm gonna break out the kit that was worn when we beat Juve for our first Super Coppa. There you
go. I wish we had some
This
fancy
was-
music in the background. That thing is sweet,
Quentin,
dude.
and yeah. This is
Quinn, we're
this
gonna
is
get, yeah. That
this
thing
is this is
sweet.
the jersey. This is the jersey we wore when we lifted our first Super Coppa. It was the third Super Coppa in history, the third edition. Napoli 5, Juve 1, and this was the kit that was worn. Beautiful.
That is sweet. There you go. So are you gonna wear
RB
it tomorrow?
RB jerseys. I'm not wearing
Ralph,
this.
you
There's
gonna
no
wear
way
that?
I'm fitting in it. I cannot fit in these things, man. Not yet.
No?
That's what the diet.
Not
that's
yet,
what the
not
diet.
yet.
That's the goal of the diet.
We're gonna set up.
Just
We're
to
gonna
fit-
set up the Biggest Loser, Rafa, this year. You and I.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna do a little competition
it.
because I got this Pons from last year. It's gotta go, man. So I got the COVID Pons. You know.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
quarantine Pons. Hit us up if you got a
Absolutely.
quarantine Pons in the chat this year. Let us know how much weight you gained, and if you want to join us on the Biggest Loser, maybe we can do something like that. Maybe we can have a little.
Let's
I
do
don't know.
it.
Let's
Do a
think about
Napoli
it.
Biggest Loser.
Yeah, Napoli's Biggest Loser. All right, let's.
We
maybe
just set
can
ourselves up
something
with that for the Juve fans watching this
For the
podcast
right,
now.
screw you.
Yeah.
Shut up. Don't sound bites from that. All right, I'll declare something infringement or something. Run with me, Familia. Quentin says I will. Mike,
Has there been
Miguel,
a
you got one
projected
too?
lineup?
Yes. There's been a few. Again, now somebody wrote earlier. I want to go back to it that they think Juve. I'm sorry, not Juve. Lorente might have to start tomorrow.
Huh.
Somebody wrote that. I mean,
That's
that was an
interesting.
opinion of one of the viewers. It's up there in the chat. I kind of missed it by now.
Okay.
So I don't know. Now, if I saw the Napoli projected lineup, and I know Politano was on there, Lozano, I believe it's Zielinski,
Zielinski.
sorry, and
That's okay.
Insigne. It's I think
I got
the
a Lazinski who works for me, and I just cut a guy's hair named Lazinski, who's a big Man U fan. He was in here, Nick Lazinski. I told him I'd send him. It's funny. I told him I'd send him the podcast or our YouTube link, and his name is Lazinski.
Okay. Lazinski. All right, sweet.
Lazinski.
What are you guys hearing?
What are we hearing?
We're about to get to that, but real quick, I'm sorry, Raff. 1 second, Raff. I just want to address Tommy. Yes, tomorrow we will be after the game, and like we said, Marco Messina will be in the studio with us tomorrow.
From
so
IFTV,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
From Italian Football TV, Marco.
Man. You all know him. You all love him. Big Juve fan, nice guy. He agreed to be with us tomorrow, so don't miss tomorrow because it's going to be a doozy, I feel like. Win, lose, rain or shine, come by tomorrow. I heard Battagna's match fit. Yes, Giuseppe, he is back in training. He will possibly get a start. I think he should. I wouldn't mind seeing him out there. Again, keep building his confidence and his work rate. Cool. Back to you, Tommy. But Miguel, that's what we're hearing. Possibly, again, I think it's going to be the same usual suspects. I don't think Gattuso gambles that much with this game. I believe he puts out his best, and I think he really wants to win this one. Again, it's more of an emotional value. It's more of a bragging rights kind of thing. And both teams, both coaches are going to want to win. And I see them putting their best 11 they have available to them. Tomorrow, we may see some substitutions later on, of course, but we'll see. Not 100% sure, especially with Mertens' fitness, Battagna's fitness. Everything's up in the air. But I can almost guarantee you're going to see Lozano and Insigne and Zielinski on the field tomorrow, as well as K2 Manolas and definitely Di Lorenzo. I wouldn't be surprised if Mario Rui gets to start again as well. So that's my prediction. The score, I don't even know, man, but
I'm reading here that no, I don't have the Juve, but I do see that Petagna has recovered from his knock, and Mertens is still not that good. So Gattuso looks to change his idea for the Super Cup. I believe he was going to start Mertens. I don't think he's going to. I think Petagna is going to get the nod. Now that I'm reading what I'm reading here, I think Gattuso is going to go with Petagna at first, and I think that Mertens is going to be situational. It's gonna have to be situational.
Yeah, I for me, I would Forza Petagna. I mean, he's been making us happy so far. Well, some of us, but but I would prefer to leave Mertens after what I saw. What happened when he slightly tweaked his ankle on a rainy day when we're beating the crap out of Fiorentina? I would prefer not to have Mertens on the field, just because we need him back ASAP. I don't know what's going on with Ozil and him, but we need Mertens back ASAP, and I wouldn't mind him taking a rest that day. We've been able to handle these teams without him so far as well as possible, but I would like for him to get another day of rest. And then, again, maybe slowly start integrating him back into the starting lineup. But Giuseppe writes, if we follow the same strategy we did at Fiorentina, we will win. I remember I said that to you, Bizarro, before that very game. Yes, you did, Giuseppe. We talk about this all the time. Strategy, super important. Who are we going to start? Last game. Who are we referring to here? Joe Reese. I believe Petagna he's referring to. Might have been his last game.
Well, yeah, I believe it was his best game so far. Notwithstanding his substitutions and his Forza Andrea and Chucky. Yes, Forza Andrea and Chucky. Like I said, Chucky, one of the best players of the season by far. One of
100%.
Him, Insigne, Zielinski, Ospina,
and K2.
K2 always. But honestly, Petagna has had his best game last game was just the first half, especially was just fantastic, absolutely fantastic first half. The holding up the ball in the box, the play, the setups, the 2 assists, amazing.
Tommy,
amazing.
I wanted to put this question up Rafa, but I don't want to answer it quite yet. I think tomorrow, I would love to ask Marco this question tomorrow. Will this be Juve's 10th trophy? Because I feel like I want a Juventini's perspective, I feel like, for this one. I say no is my short answer this year. I think the reign ends this year, considering. I mean...
Is Tommy asking if it'll be their 10th Super Coppa or will they win?
Yeah, let's clarify that first. Is this Tommy? Is this Juve's 10th Scudetto in a row?
If they were oh yeah, Tommy, elaborate. Are you talking about the Super Coppa? Or are you talking about their 10th straight Italian championship?
Right.
Because if he's talking about the Super Coppa, then yes. Luke says don't forget Bacca. Oh, Bacca. Bacca has been very important. Bacca and Demme for me are the tandem. You heard my father on Sunday. He said it himself. But Baya Coco.
I have been repeating that to myself all day. I loved it. I love Baya Coco.
But yeah, so this would be if Juve were to win tomorrow, it would be their 10th Super Coppa.
There we go.
There you go. So, yeah, I believe they have 9. It would be their 10th if they do win. Yes.
Yeah. His hold-up play reminds me of Pandev. Yes, I love Pandev. By the way, Joe Reese. He was such a big favorite of mine. When he left, I was sad. I loved Pandev.
Pandev was a favorite of mine with Lazio. You can ask father that too. I always tell my father when he was with Lazio, I had always said I would love Pandev on Napoli. He goes to Inter, he wins the treble with Inter, and then he comes to Napoli, and I was happier than a pig in poop. You know what I mean? When he came to Napoli, and I think he did a fantastic job at Napoli. He did his job, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's still playing is amazing.
It's amazing, yeah. When he cried that thing when he helped what was it, Macedonia qualify?
Macedonia,
man, that got me emotional. So I was so happy for that dude. Not to mention, doesn't Elmas plays with him too? So
Elmas plays with him too. Yeah,
and I love Elmas. So if you know me by now, you know I always speak highly of Elmas. I've always respected.
But are you half Macedonian?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not Macedonian. I was. Shut up, Rafa.
No, you're North Macedonian.
I'm North Macedonian. Yeah, no, get it right, all right? Don't offend me like that. I'm North.
Listen, Joe here
I just like these guys.
if we...
I just think that Pandev, I'm sorry, Pandev looks like Elmas's father. I just don't ask.
Yeah,
don't
right?
Ask.
It probably could be.
Yeah.
Do we settle with Bacca and Demme?
I feel like if Antonio Rispo, all right, if Papa answered this one, he would answer a big yes. For this one.
Yeah, but I don't think it's settling. I think we're going to find out that Demme and Bakayoko are probably the two that you want to have in that role, Right. But for next season, I mean, if we bring in a guy like Zaccagni who can play in that role, but is more of an attacking midfielder, I mean, the options are endless,
But we have to re-sign Bacca. It's not because he's on loan, right? So we'd have to.
He's on loan, but there's a gentleman's agreement with Chelsea. I think we're going to get him on obligation. I think we're going to re-sign to a loan with an obligation. I think that's what's going to happen.
I believe the player won a Coppa with us. Yes. I got another question.
Won a Coppa with everyone. Pandev won a Coppa with everyone. Pandev won Coppa with Lazio, with Inter, and with Napoli.
Right. He's that guy, man. Got another one from Soulful. Do you guys think AL will spend the cash for Bacca at the end of the season?
I do. Yes.
Especially if Gattuso stays? Yeah.
Yes, I do think so. I think that he stays. I think he's an integral part of the midfield, and I think him and Demme are like that's the two. That's the tandem for the rest of the season. If you ask me, Fabian's going to play. Fabian's going to play because he's Fabian. But
right,
I think with Bacca and Demme, we've seen our best football.
So I have another announcement too, Raff. I said it, but I want to tell the guys because this question just got me to think. So next week, I spoke to Dom from Napoli Talk. I know we have a bunch of fans. Yeah, we have a bunch of our viewers, a lot of people from the Calcio Napoli Club. They all watch him. I'm a fan of his. I spoke to him this afternoon, and he is going to be on our show. So we're setting up for next Monday. We're going to try to drop something next Monday, and we're going to talk about these things. We got into a nice conversation today about the midfield and a few other things. He's great at
he's good at analytics guy.
He's super good analytics.
He's like Joe Fischetti. Him and Joe Fischetti are probably the best analytics Napoli fans that I know.
Right.
When it comes to and Kenny Stats, Kenny Ciofreddi
Kenny
too.
Stats,
Kenny
Yo, we
Stats,
need him
Napoli
here. Kenny,
Stats,
if you
baby.
please,
Napoli
you got to
Stats.
get on, man. You're the FFV team. You got to get on with us here, man. You got to get on.
But those three, you can't get better when it comes to stats.
You can't get better,
call
right?
me a stat guy. I'm not a stat guy. They are the stats.
You're still. Hey, don't say that about yourself.
I'm maybe in the second tier stat guys.
Second tier.
Those guys are top. No, I mean
not
to
take anything away from them.
I have a lot.
You just know
I have a lot of dates in my head.
Yeah, you're good at that stuff. But he'll be here. Yeah, so Dom from Napoli Talk will be here Monday. Come by, get in the chat. You can pick his brain a little bit. I'm definitely gonna pick his brain a little bit. Rafa, you should be here too. I'm gonna drill you guys next week, man. I'm gonna have a great time. I'm gonna learn a lot. Let alone the let alone the viewers. So come by next Monday. We got Marco tomorrow, Marco Messina, IFTV tomorrow. We're gonna have Dom on Monday, Napoli Talk. Man, this is gonna be the next few shows are gonna be super excited. I can't wait. Back in the defensive meal there. So just real quick from Giuseppe, I know I have to let it because he drills this home to me all the time. Part of the game, they close the spaces strategy. See, part of the game. I could hear Giuseppe's voice as he writes this. But a little 2 cents from Joey there. Raff, I'm gonna leave this one to you as well.
Ooh, Castrovilli. They holding on to Castrovilli. What about Castrovilli and his magical touch? Are Fiorentina holding on to him? I think they need to hold on to him. I think they need to keep their best players on the squad. They need to build around them because on paper, especially at the beginning of the season when they had kids or two, but on paper they could be a great team. They have Petzela, they have Castrovilli, they have Vlahovic, they have they still have come si chiama that's still playing French guy Ribéry, who's absolutely great.
Ribéry, right. Yeah.
Drangowski is a good goalkeeper. He just got lit up. They have a very good core players. They really do. I just think that they need to click together. I don't think the right thing was to bring in Prandelli back. I think they could have gone somewhere else. I think Sadi's sitting at home for 2 years.
Oh, look at this.
Getting paid. There you go. If they need Sadi, they'll lose their squad. Yeah, I think Sadi in that club would absolutely fit perfectly for them. But yeah, they're gonna have to hold on to Castrovilli. But I mean, if Fiorentina are in worse shape than they are now towards the end of the season, they might lose more than just Castrovilli. You know what I mean? They have to be careful. Zio Rocco needs to come up with something big time because Rocco Comiso, he's got to come up with something.
Right. Because on paper they were great. We spoke about this because they had offered Malik the money in September, and we were all like, well, why didn't you take it? They looked great, but now they seem to be struggling a little bit. So
right.
Let's see about that. But Rafa,
yeah.
Is that all she wrote? I think that's all she wrote today.
It's all she wrote. I got to wrap up. My light went out, so I think that's it.
That's it. Right. So yeah. What I tell you about paying? Maybe if you win some money, fucking.
No, I gotta pay my bill.
Gotta pay the bill, bro. Pay that Con Ed bill, man. Come on.
All right, everybody, enjoy the match tomorrow. ESPN 2:30. Game starts at 3. Don't miss it. Don't miss us here after the match. We'll be here. Marco Messina. We'll talk Super Coppa. We'll talk to Marco. We'll have a great time. I won't be in this studio. I'll be in the home studio, so it'll look a little different.
In the home studio tomorrow. It'll look a little different, but super happy about that, guys. Forza Napoli. I just want to bang Forza Napoli.
Forza Napoli, Cugino, Forza Napoli.
Thank you, Soflo. Thank you so much. Joe Reese, Forza Napoli.
Thank you for being the only cousin supporting me. And you know what I mean by that.
Oh, is that a shot to the other cousins, man? I don't know, but
it's a shot to his fratello.
Oh, all right. Okay. Hey, I'm not involved in this one. This is I'm not getting in on this one. I got enough problems. But guys, yes, thank you again. We're gonna see you tomorrow post game with Marco Messina from IFTV. Gonna be super excited. And Forza Napoli sempre, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Buona partita. Welcome.
All right.